Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I haven't posted for a while, but it's good to be back. I hope those ones who have watched my previous videos can see the new me. I don't have my brown spots on my face anymore. I had them frozen, and I'm very, very happy with the end result. Excuse the train passing by. I don't know why you can hear it so clearly today. Anyway, today I want to chat to you about what's the word that I'm looking for? Resonance, resonating. Just one thing that I found really fascinating and really, really interesting and lovely about being in 12-step fellowships is that we often hear our own story being told, but in words that we really struggled to find, to tell our own stories in. And a few days ago, I read a story in one of the 12-step fellowships that I attend. And it was just so amazing. It was as if I truly just read my own story, and I absolutely loved hearing this because I always struggle to find the words to express it. And it is to do with being gay and the struggle of accepting the concept of being gay, how that is perceived in the family, and more for me in my journey at the moment is I'm working the program of Codependence Anonymous at the moment, and I can clearly see how my own acceptance or my own struggle of acceptance about being gay contributed to my codependent behavior. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm so excited because I'm hearing my feelings in the correct words. Secondly, because if anybody watching this who is gay or who thinks they might be gay and who struggles with the concept might get something out of it, or somebody who's watching this who knows somebody who's gay and who struggles with it, maybe they can get something out of it, and maybe they can help somebody. So if I can help one person by doing this expose, then I'll be very, very happy. So I'm not going to say which fellowship this is from. I'm not going to say who wrote it or what page it's on or what the name of the story is. I'm just going to read it because I want to keep that anonymity at the maximum. Okay. I was born in a white middle-class family in the Midwest in the mid-50s. My hometown is situated on the border of the South and the border of the East. I was the middle child of 4 and was raised to live in the middle ground of life where civility, manners, and right and wrong matters more than authenticity or self, calling, and path. That's a difficult sentence. Maybe I should just get that again. I was the middle child of 4 and was raised to live in the middle ground of life where civility, manners, and right and wrong matter more than authenticity or self, calling, and path. Now, I was also raised middle class, except that was in the 70s and 80s. I'm the youngest of 4, but the rest of the story I think is quite true. Obviously, this is written by a woman, and obviously I'm not one, but the principles apply. At an early age, I can remember knowing inside my heart of hearts that I liked girls more than I liked boys. In that way. I began my exploration of the mysteries of gender at an early age. I returned the dolls the elders gave me as gifts. I refused to wear dresses unless it was absolutely required by the powers that be. And I played with the boys in the neighborhood as hard and as long as they played. I was a tomboy, as good as any boy at the boy stuff, and damned proud of it. But growing up gay was against the rules, and I knew it. There is an insidious way that homophobia, that is, the fear of and oppression of gay people in this culture, seeps into the consciousness of young people. Somehow I knew that I was the worst. I was the scum of the earth, and that being a lesbian was probably both my father's and mother's worst fear. So I incorporated an incredible arsenal of coping skills around this particular part of who I was becoming. My false self got lots and lots of practice from about the age of 8. Now, my false self came forth at the age of 5, I think. Slowly I became one of my family's secrets. The no-talk rules was steadfastly in place. If we don't talk about it, we won't have to feel too uncomfortable. I always say my family rule was ignore it, it will go away. We just don't talk about stuff. Over time, I automatically began to carry the shame of my family, feeling the embarrassment for them, and doing all kinds of tap dancing, so they would not have to feel too ashamed of me, their budding queer daughter and sister. I excelled in high school with straight A's and took leadership almost compulsively. This was a way to make them proud of me, to get attention, to hide out in the sanctuary of books and intellectualism, mentally shutting off the feelings of loss, shame, and low self-esteem that were just underneath the surface. If I was not good enough in all the normal ways of courting male attention, dating, eventually marrying and settled down into normal lifestyle, everyone could understand, then at least I furnished my family members with the fixings of pride in raising an honest student who surpassed all family standards. Now, I definitely wasn't a straight A student, but for me, that came out exactly in my athletics. For as long as I ran, and I ran fast and I ran well, and I won every bloody thing that I ever ran in, that gave me this feeling. I was the smart one of the 4 children. Having smarts was one of my covers and a form of tap dancing. It was safe behind a book, and I did not have to feel the abandonment that was looming in and around the unspoken regions of my unacceptable persuasion. For me, it was for as long as I was running, I could run away from what I didn't want to deal with. Also during the high school years, I discovered the safety and power in focusing on others, their problems and their feelings. This deflected all attention off me, and I got a lot of juice from being able to be there for others. A different me surfaced, the one who was fed at the core by a motivation to belong, to fit in with other people. I needed to be needed. This was a growing hunger and emptiness that had to be filled up on a daily basis. Focusing on others became the source of my worthiness, to cover up the ways I felt deep down underneath it all, filthy, wrong, sick, disgusting, and less than all others of the heterosexual world. The wounding that came from being different and not feeling that I belonged was deep and at the core of how I lived those long years before recovery. And for me, I always say that I've somehow felt that I didn't deserve the air that I breathed. Anyway, yeah, this is a story. I don't want to make it too long, but this really resonated with me. And if you're watching this and this resonates with you, then what I can say is it gets better. There's hope. Get help. There is help available. Speak to somebody. There is somebody who you can speak to. We believe that we don't have somebody whom we can speak to, and we believe that people won't understand. And that's bullshit. They do. It's our disease that speaks. I truly believe I could have opened my mouth to my family, but I don't know, I'm just so riddled with shame and guilt that I couldn't see that happening. Now looking back, I would have been helped. Not that I didn't want to be cured. No way, there's no cure for homosexuality, but I could have saved myself a lot of pain and suffering. Guys, I hope you have an awesome day. Enjoy. Bye-bye.